Imagine starting your career as one of golf's brightest rising stars, only to find yourself mocked by fans, distanced by peers, and quietly sidelined by the very institution that once applauded your every step.
And DeChambeau coming out, we had a feeling that he was going to shake hands there with the president.
Bryson DeChambeau's journey is not a simple redemption arc. It's a complicated war of ideas, image, and identity. He wasn't just bold, he was controversial, and somewhere along the way, people stopped listening. Bryson James Aldrich DeChambeau was born in 1993 in Modesto, California, into a world where his father, John, taught golf. From the beginning, Bryson didn't just swing clubs, he questioned them. While other top juniors mimic swings, Bryson wondered, why does each iron differ in length? Why guess yardage when you can calculate it? By age 15, he engineered his own set, all irons matching in length. That wasn't showmanship, that was proof of concept. At Southern Methodist University, he didn't just make a name, he crafted one. In 2015, Bubba awarded him an unprecedented double, NCAA Individual Championship and US Amateur in a single season, something only Nicklaus and Woods had done. Suddenly, he wasn't just another good player, he was the experiment. When he turned pro in 2016, Bryson carried tools, physics models, chalk, and loaded analytics into every tournament. Every shot was a hypothesis, every angle a variable to solve. He wore a modern flat cap in homage to Ben Hogan, but the rest of his look and process screamed
Did you see what he did? Both hands in the air as if to say, you wanted it, you got it.
Yep.
He measured spin, he logged launch angles, he debated lie angles. He wasn't swinging, he was engineering. That novelty got applause at first, but it didn't take long before fans, players, and administrators began to bristle. For years, the pushback took the shape of whispers, but by 2018 to 2019, it became audible. Slow play, obsessive, disruptive. A viral clip from the Northern Trust showed Bryson spending over 2 minutes measuring an 8-foot putt. Bridges weren't burned, they were scorched. Brooks Koepka, no stranger to conflict, went public. I just don't understand how it takes a minute and 20 seconds to hit a golf ball. It's not that hard. The tension escalated. One day during an interview, Koepka rolled his eyes as Bryson walked by. The clip exploded online. Fans chanted Brooksy. The PGA Tour intervened, warning spectators against heckling him with that chant. Then came the Red Ants moment. In 2020, during the WGC FedEx St. Jude Invitational, Bryson requested relief from alleged fire ants near his ball. The moment became meme fodder. Critics said it was dramatics. Bryson claimed it was situational, backed by rules when the ball's area posed a physical risk. Try defending each shot with physics, logic, and procedure in an arena of instinct and tradition, and you invite scrutiny. Bryson didn't dodge it. By then, the world had already picked a side. You either saw him as a genius pushing the sport forward, or a know-it-all with no rhythm. In 2019, Bryson pulled off another shift, the body. He added 40-plus pounds of muscle within 12 months, transforming from lean scientist to imposing behemoth. The goal? Become the longest driver in golf. The whispers grew louder. Critics scoffed. His physique didn't come with an easy pass. Yet in 2020, Bryson turned the narrative. At the US Open at Winged Foot, he bombed drives, methodically played a course built to punish power, and finished under par to win by 6 strokes. Not only did he win, he did it his way. It looked like vindication. Still, the more he won, the more the backlash grew. Because DeChambeau wasn't just altering how golf could be played, he was confronting who decided how it should be played. Even a major win can't silence years of built-up tension. By 2022, the stakes escalated. Bryson joined LIV Golf, the Saudi-backed alternative league that challenged golf status quo. Suddenly, his critics saw more than eccentricity. They saw betrayal.
Whether it's, a new format, teams, that's personally one of my favorite things about live golf is the team aspect. No, I think it's enhancing the spirit of the game.
The PGA Tour responded swiftly. Commissioner Jay Monahan announced indefinite suspensions for all LIV defectors.
Well, I talked to players. I've talked at a player meeting, and I've talked to a number of players individually for a long period of time. And I think you'd have to be living under a rock to not know that there are significant implications.
Bryson's name began to vanish. No longer was he the quirky scientist or powerful champion. He was the defector. Sponsors quietly distanced. Broadcasts minimized or omitted mention. In effect, he was being silenced, not by court order, but by exclusion. The walls closed in through omission, not censorship. Bryson still played majors, still counted stats, but one core platform had turned its back. He claimed he gained time to invest in himself. That may have been true, but it also marked a fracture. The institution no longer embraced him. Behind it all, rumors circulated. Did the tour quietly pressure media? Did they limit broadcast exposure? Did they push sponsors away? The answers were murky. The silence, though, was loud. If the PGA Tour shut a door, Bryson built another, digitally. His YouTube channel, launched earlier, exploded. By 2023, it was a hub of golf deconstruction, club experiments, physics challenges, and personal insights. He hit over 1 million subscribers, eclipsing even some tour broadcasts. Then came On-Course Redemption. In 2023, Bryson won a LIV. Again, he nearly won a major, finishing 1 shot behind. His aura, once muted, started to shine again. Then, in 2024, at the US Open at Pinehurst, he held off Rory McIlroy to capture his 2nd major title. Not softly, not apologetically. He let the win speak. The same fans who once booed were now on their feet. Critics had no rebuttal. He didn't clap back. He didn't explain. He just won. And for some, that was all the answer they needed. But the story didn't return to peace. It escalated. In 2025's Ryder Cup buildup, Bryson's comments, "Luck is on their side," drew fire from fans and media alike. His refusal to hide intensified the spotlight. Rory McIlroy used silence as strategy. Viral clips resurfaced, and feuds regained prominence. The lines were redrawn. Bryson versus tradition. Bryson versus conformity. On the rules front, he's had disputes about slow play. At the 2025 Open Championship, his group was put on the clock. He pushed back, arguing he lost time trying for drivable lines and precise positioning. Analyst Brandel Chambly has recently said the dispute shows why Bryson will be a boon for the US Ryder Cup team. In his defense, Bryson's positional and timing demands often clash with tour pace norms. Over 2025, several viral fan clips surfaced, from Royal Portrush spotter exchanges to on-site audio saying, miss it, jibes, sparking debates on fairness and fan etiquette. He's also publicly stated the PGA Tour refuses to let LIV players re-enter certain events, including Procore, a tune-up event ahead of the Ryder Cup. And behind the scenes, his relationship with his former coach blew up. Mike Shea accused Bryson of cutting off funding to a junior tour named after his father. She claimed exploitation. Bryson called the accusations complete and utter lies. Every conflict points back to this, not just power or money, control of narrative. Because Bryson was never just a golfer. He became a question mark, a lightning rod, a proof point. His existence forced golf's gatekeepers to ask, who defines legitimacy? When an institution subtly pushes someone to the margins, it's rarely about rules. It's about credibility. It's about protecting tradition. It's about limiting threats. For Bryson, the silence wasn't about fairness. It was about containment. Silence is powerful. It says, you're not one of us anymore. It allows critics to hide. It lets institutions distance themselves. And it places you in a liminal space, neither embraced nor rejected outright, but neutralized. Yet, Bryson learned to be louder with his swings, not his voice. He engineered his return. He created new platforms. He leveraged outsiders. His fight is no longer just against critics. It's against systems. Now, in 2025, Bryson stands at a pivot point. He's not done. He's evolving. And the PGA Tour, if it wants to remain relevant, may eventually need to reckon with the disruption he represents. Because now, silence isn't denial. It's surrender. So the question is this: the PGA tried to silence him, but did they succeed? No. He's still here, louder than ever, and the world is watching.